Hello and welcome to our instructional video series for completing the Siren Electronic Patient Care Record, or ePCR. So the first thing we're going to do once we log on to our device or Toughbook is we're going to go ahead and we're going to select the Siren ePCR software, which is called Siren Field User. This is its icon here. I'm going to go ahead and click on that, and it's going to start loading up the application. This brings us to the logon page. There are several sections here that must be completed before you can log into the system. The first thing is we're going to select our unit number. So what we're going to see here is we see some different notations like YK101, 102, 103, and IN 201 and 202. These are the kits that you are using. So in Yellowknife, kit 1, 2, 3, or Inuvik, kit 1 or 2. And so you would select your kit. So I'm going to be doing a call in Yellowknife, and I'm using kit 1, so I'm going to select YK101. The next is I'm going to select my base from the options here, and what we see is AA means Air Ambulance. So I'm Air Ambulance Yellowknife, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. The next is my vehicle type, and today I am flying in a King Air 250, and so I'm going to select King Air 250, and now it's going to ask me for the aircraft tail number. I need to know that, and today I am flying in YKI, so I'm going to go ahead and select YKI. So the primary role of my unit is going to be Air Ambulance, and I'm going to go ahead and select that. So these are now 5 sections are now completed, and note that you cannot log into the system unless you have completed each of these 5 small windows. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into the system. So here we are. I'm going to bring up this symbol with the little star of life, and I'm going to use the credentials that were given to me by operations to log into the system. I will note that you'll see that these two can be changed, and so if they are not appropriate, you can go ahead and change those in the system. And if for some reason there is any errors here, you can contact the operations manager to update this information in the system. And I'm flying with a partner today, so my partner is going to go ahead and log in as well using their credentials. And here we are, and now we're both logged in. Note though that it says that our position is unspecified crew, so we do need to specify that. So I'm going to go ahead and highlight myself, and I'm going to set myself using these buttons here as the primary crew member. So notice when I do hit number 1 and I'm highlighted, my position is now changed. I'm going to do the same here for Christopher. I'm going to set him as the secondary crew member. So there we are. We're all logged in. We've completed all the tabs, and we're going to go ahead and click OK now to actually log into the system. So here we are. Now I'm logging in for the first time, so you see here that the list option on this page is blank. Had I been logged in for some time and completed multiple ePCRs during my shift time here, you would see all of them pop up here with all of these details. Again, currently I have nothing, so it is blank. Oh, and here we are. Here is one that I was working on before that I hadn't completed and is now sort of popped up. If I wanted to, I could click on that and I could go in and keep working on it. One other thing I'll point out here is if someone in our operations team has reviewed an ePCR that you've submitted, and let's say they wanted you to make some changes or amendments or addendums to the ePCR, so they can send it back to you in the system. You would find that ePCR by logging in, just as we have, and then anything that's attached to your name will pop up here. And then you can complete it and refinalize and submit it. In this case, that didn't happen, but that's how you would receive an ePCR back from the operations team that required some sort of an update. And they would let you know what their expectation is of you with regards to that ePCR. So I want to add a new patient here today. So to do that, I'm going to go ahead and hit the plus symbol. And when it does that, it brings up a blank PCR. So there we are. That is the end of our video on logging in to the ePCR software. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.